President Biden wants to make big changes to Social Security, but it may come at a high cost. If we take a look at this right here, the increases to Social Security payments could be $1,518 per month. Now, with those increases, it could cost over $200 billion to American taxpayers. That's how much more President Biden's changes would cost, but there could be higher payouts for everybody on Social Security. So I'm going to go over this article with you, let you know the details, how it could affect you, how your checks could get higher, but what it would cost American taxpayers to get those higher Social Security checks. And I'll give you some other important updates as well. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate these Social Security updates, hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates on increases, decreases, and bill proposals. And this video is sponsored by my company, Wise Sense. If you or anyone you know is looking to increase your credit score or remove negative items from your credit report, got a link down in the description below. Contact me and I can help you out. All right, let's get into it. Joe Biden wants to change Social Security, but his plan would cost America $273 billion. Is it worth it? A higher Social Security check for $273 billion. Let me go into the details and I'll let you know what you would get out of this, what he proposes and how much it would cost. So President Biden's Social Security proposal aims to increase benefits, but would also come at a steep cost to the U.S. economy. For better or worse, Social Security serves as a financial foundation for most retirees. 9 out of 10 retired workers are reliant on Social Security income in some capacity to cover their monthly expenses. Fixing Social Security is of paramount importance to current and future generations of retirees, and this all starts with actions taken by lawmakers on Capitol Hill as well as President Joe Biden. So demographic shifts have created a greater than $22 trillion funding shortfall. To make one thing absolutely clear, from the get-go, Social Security is in zero danger of becoming insolvent or going bankrupt. It generates approximately 90% of its revenue from the 12.4% payroll tax on earned income, which is wages and salary but not investment income, which means that as long as Americans keep working and paying their taxes, the program will collect revenue that can be dispersed to eligible beneficiaries. What isn't sustainable for America's top retirement program is its payment schedule, including annual cost of living adjustment. Over the next 75 years, Social Security Board trustees estimate the program will have a $22.4 trillion funding obligation shortfall. What's more, the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund, which is the OASI, which covers monthly benefits to nearly 50 million retired workers and 5.8 million survivor beneficiaries, is expected to exhaust its asset reserves by 2033. If and when OASI's assets reserves are exhausted, sweeping benefit cuts of up to 23% would be needed to sustain benefit checks through 2097 without the need for any additional reductions. The blame for Social Security's financial woes lies within a number of ongoing demographic shifts. First one. Baby boomers are leaving the workforce, leading to an increase in retired workers taking benefits and weighing down the worker to beneficiary ratio. Average life expectancy since the first retired worker payout on January 31st, 1940 has increased from about 63 years to a little over 76 years. While living longer is great, it's taxing a retirement program that was never designed to pay benefits to seniors for multiple decades. Rising income inequality has allowed more income to escape taxation over the past 4 decades, and legal immigration into the U.S. has been more than halved over the past 25 years. Most immigrants coming to the U.S. are young and will spend decades in the labor force contributing to the program via the payroll tax. And birth rates are near historic lows. A meaningful drop in births will further weigh on the worker to beneficiary ratio in the coming years. So Joe Biden has a 4-point plan to change Social Security. Washington, D.C. has no shortage of proposals on how best to fix Social Security. One of the solutions comes from none other than President Biden. While on the campaign trail prior to his November 2020 election, then candidate Biden released a 4-point plan designed to overhaul Social Security and strengthen the program. Number one, increase payroll taxation on high earners. The flagship change proposed by Joe Biden is to increase the amount of payroll tax paid by the top 1% of earners in America. This year, all earned income between 1 cent and 160,000 is subject to a 12.4% payroll tax. Since an estimated 94% of working Americans will earn less than 160,000 this year, they'll be paying into Social Security with every dollar they earn. Meanwhile, the 6% of high earners who will bring home more than 160,000, this upper bound is known as the maximum taxable earning cap, won't owe any payroll tax above this maximum taxable earnings cap. Biden's proposal would have taxed income of above 400,000, which would have a meaningfully increased revenue for the program. Meanwhile, a donut hole would be created between the maximum taxable earnings cap and $400,000, where earned income would remain exempt. The catch is that the maximal taxable earnings cap increase in lockstep with the national average wage index most years. In other words, the donut hole would close after a few decades, eventually exposing all earned income to the payroll tax. Number two, change Social Security's inflationary tether from CPIW to CPIE. So the CPIW is for workers. Basically, that is how we calculate the COLA, cost of living adjustment, now off of workers' economy compared to the elders' economy, which is the CPIE. So for the CPIE, as its name suggests, tracks the spending habits of households with persons aged 62 and over. Considering that 86% of Social Security's more than 66 million beneficiaries are aged 62 and above, an inflationary index that tracks the spending habits of seniors should result in more accurate, higher cost of living adjustments. Number three, increase special minimum benefit. So the third change suggested by Joe Biden is to increase the special minimum benefit that's paid to lifetime low earning workers. For a lifetime low earner with 30 years of coverage, the maximum monthly Social Security benefit in 2023 is $1,033. That's well below the poverty line of $1,215 per month for single filer this year. Biden's proposal is simple: increase the special minimum benefit to 125% of the federal poverty level and adjust it every year thereafter. If this proposal were law in 2023, the special minimum benefit for a lifetime low earning worker with 30 years of coverage would be $1,518 per month. Number four, raise the primary insurance amount for age beneficiaries. So the fourth and final Social Security change proposed by President Biden is gradually increase the primary insurance amount for age beneficiaries. So what it's saying here is as we get older, certain expenses can mount, such as prescription drugs and medical transportation. To help offset some of these later in life expenses, Biden proposes a 1% gradual increase to the PIA beginning at age 78 and continuing through age 82. This cumulative 5% increase in PIA would lift monthly benefits for those who need it most. So Biden's Social Security plan comes with a big cost to America. So what it's saying here, with separate reports in 2017 estimating the U.S. will reach $34 trillion in GDP by 2050, the implication would be for a $273 billion future cost of America. That's for the Social Security. So when it comes to how much this program would cost, his four changes around $273 billion. So big question is it worth it for that? That was the plan. Now, President Biden, as I mentioned before, spoke about this before he was President Biden. He was actually, running for president, but has never spoken about any of these changes that he wants to make for Social Security, nor the $200 per month increase or $2,400 per year increase to all Social Security recipients. So President Biden, like a lot of people in Congress, talking about big changes, bills, proposals for Social Security, none of these have been put into place or any action has been taken so far. So just want to let you know what's going on there. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully brighten your day a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
One, go! Bye-bye! Is the monster bleed in the closet and that waist is bleeding? I would. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your support. If you want to know the payment schedule for November of when you're going to get your Social Security check and the exact dates and what is being said on Congress about SSDI and how that program is failing, you're going to want to click this video right up here as I'll go over in details over those topics. So click that video now and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.